The holiday season is a paradox. It's a time of joy and celebration, but also a time of stress, grief, and a surprising amount of pressure. Today, I want to explore how we can navigate the emotional highs and lows of this season with intention. The holidays can be a complicated time. It's a season filled with reflection, busyness, connection, joy, and celebration. But for many, and perhaps for most of us, it's also a time marked by nostalgia, the ache of missing something or someone from the past, and the challenge of navigating loss, relationship tension, or loneliness. Amidst all of the advice about getting through the holidays, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the courage it takes to face this season head on. Whether you're tackling the little things, the big things, or the hard things, showing up is an accomplishment in itself. And you might be thinking, I don't have a choice. But the truth is, there's always a choice. Choosing to keep moving forward, even when life feels heavy, is something to be proud of. That said, the demands of this season can make it hard to pause and check in with ourselves. Between the busyness and the expectations, it's easy to lose touch with how we're truly feeling. This disconnection can lead to stress, emotional overwhelm, or even a sense of disconnection from what matters the most. But with some intentional reflection and small adjustments, we can navigate the emotional highs and lows of this season with clarity, self compassion, and even moments of peace. One way to reconnect with yourself is by creating small moments of pause throughout your day. Let's try it now. Take a moment to pause. Look around you. Are you sitting at your desk, scrolling on your phone, waiting in line somewhere, or making a meal? Whatever you're doing, just stop briefly and observe your surroundings. What thoughts came to mind? How did you react to them? This simple act of reflecting, of noticing your thoughts and considering how they influence your feelings and actions is part of what we call mentalizing in psychology. It's about becoming aware of your own mental state and understanding how it affects your interactions with the world around you. Perhaps during your pause, you were reminded again that the holidays are near. Maybe your to do list came to your mind, or maybe you cleared your mind for a moment and focused on your surroundings. Both experiences are valuable. Reflection helps us make sense of what we're feeling and why, which is a critical step in managing holiday stress. As we move through this holiday season, I encourage you to intentionally build moments like this into your routine. One of the biggest contributors to holiday stress is the sheer volume of tasks and expectations we try to cram into a short period. Without intentional pauses, emotions can build up and surface in unexpected ways, like irritation with a partner, intense frustration with a child, or excessive worry about something small. These feelings, they don't disappear, they linger until we give them space to be understood and expressed. Some common stressors during the holidays include financial concerns, navigating family dynamics, balancing work with holiday obligations, and even grief. Taking a moment to name these stressors is the first step in addressing them with care and intention. You can't always stop these difficult thoughts from surfacing, but you can process them in ways that make them more manageable and less disruptive. Writing can be an effective tool to manage these emotions, and it doesn't have to be formal journaling. Just jot down what's on your mind. As you write, ask yourself, are there actions I can take to address these worries? Writing down your concerns and identifying next steps can ease their weight. Once you've written things down, take a moment to review them. Look for patterns or themes in your thoughts. For example, you may notice a pattern of striving for perfection, trying to create an ideal version of yourself for others. And this is especially common during the holidays when social media amplifies the pressure to present a flawless life. If that resonates with you, challenge yourself to step off of the stage and into the present moment. Put your phone down. Forget the post you were crafting or the curiosity about someone who isn't with you right now. If your home isn't perfect, your dish isn't just right, or you're not exactly where you want to be, let it go. Perfectionism often signals unprocessed experiences and deeper insecurities. I'll share a personal story. I love cooking for friends, but sometimes I feel nervous when I prepare dishes. One holiday evening, I was making a bolognese for friends, a recipe that requires hours of braising. I was so distracted by worrying about my home and other dishes that I ended up burning the sauce that I'd spent 4 hours working on. My friends, gracious as always, not only ate the burnt pasta, but complimented it. That moment reminded me of something. The world didn't end because I made a mistake. It reminded me of the pressures I'd internalized growing up, where imperfection came with consequences. But now I've cultivated a life that's kinder, less judgmental, and more forgiving, and that's worth celebrating. If you're watching this, I imagine you've done the same. But don't let perfectionism pull you out of the moment. When you focus too much on getting everything just right, you often end up doing the very thing that you feared most. Another pattern you might notice in your reflections is guilt or shame. These emotions often go hand in hand with the pressure to meet expectations, whether your own or someone else's. Guilt arises when you feel you've done something wrong, while shame stems from the belief that you are wrong. If you notice feelings of shame, try adding self compassion to the narrative you're telling yourself. Ask yourself, where are these feelings coming from? Whose expectations am I trying to meet? And are they still relevant? Bringing these feelings into conscious awareness can help you navigate them with clarity and kindness. For many, the holidays also amplify feelings of grief and loss. If you're grieving this season, give yourself permission to honor that pain. Redirect your sorrow into something meaningful. Write a letter to your loved one, share a story about them, or carry on a tradition they cherished. Reflection, whether through therapy or personal exploration, helps you process feelings and move forward with clarity and connection. All of this to say, the holidays are hard, and that's okay. Let them be what they are: messy, imperfect, and full of opportunities for connection, reflection, and growth. Even when the holidays feel overwhelming, remember, meaning comes not from perfection, but from presence. By allowing yourself to be fully present, you may discover that the season, with all its highs and lows, offers more opportunities for connection and renewal than you imagined.